Hey there, welcome to ZS Crochets. So today's tutorial is going to be about this wonderful crochet ribbed skirt. It's really easy to make. It's free to measure too. There's no increase, no decrease, and all the stitches you're going to be using are double crochets and front post double crochet. So I can say it's so beginner friendly. So this side looks like this is the waist part up. But the waist is the same size as the lower part, only that the strap makes it smaller. I'm going to be using 2 strands of yarn because my yarn is really small. You'll need a darning needle, and then I'm going to be using a 4.0mm hook, and also at a measure, but it's not so necessary. So you can see people have been asking how the waist is so snappy. All you have to do is pull the string and then loosen. To wear it, you loosen the string, and then when it's where you want it to be attached, you can pull the string tighter or until you feel it real tight around your waist. So that's how easy it is to make this skirt. You can see, and that's so you have no increase, no decrease, remember. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a slip knot, and after making a slip knot, you're going to chain in the multiples of +2. So just make a chain that can be able to accommodate your hip size. So measure around your hips. If you're maybe 30 inches, make a chain that is 30 inches, and if you're maybe 40 inches, make a chain that is 40 inches. That's how easy this skirt is. So for demonstration, I'm going to be making a chain of only 20. After that, make sure that the right side, the chain is not like twisted. And then you're going to join in the very first stitch with a slip stitch. And to make a slip stitch, insert your hook, and you're going to pull through the first loop and then pull through the second loop. That's how you make your slip stitch. After that, you're going to make a chain of 2, and this does not count as a stitch, or it does not count as a double crochet. So after that, you're going to go into that very same stitch you slip stitched into with a double crochet. Yarn over, go in the next stitch with another double crochet, and now we are going to double crochet all around. We assume that you had a chain of, let's say, maybe 40 inches, 30 inches, according to your hip size. So go around that chain with double crochets in each and every stitch. And don't forget, we are now working in rounds. We started working in rounds right from when we slip stitched our work together. So continue to double crochet all around your work. Here we are, we have 1 stitch left to work into, so go into it with another double crochet. After that double crochet, we are not going to work into that next stitch, because remember, that's where we started working from. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on top of the first stitch. Remember, I said the chain 2 does not count as a stitch, but before you join your work together, you can count. You can see I have 20 double crochets with me. So if you started with, let's say, 40 double crochet, a chain of 40, you should be having 40 double crochets. Now you can count off the 2 chains you made and go into the third stitch with a slip stitch like I have done. After that, you're going to make a chain of 2, then do the same thing for row 2. Go into that very same stitch with a double crochet. After that, you're going to work into the next post. you could see we should be going into the stitch, but we are going to go around the post instead, and you're going to double crochet front post. After that, you're going to insert a double crochet on top of the next stitch, and instead of working into the next stitch, you're going to insert a front post double crochet. You can see, insert your hook, that's how it looks like at the back. Pull up a yarn. After that, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's how you make your front post double crochet. And I'm going to be interchanging between a front post double crochet and a normal double crochet. So here we are coming to the end of row 2. So we are working into our second last stitch, and you have to make sure that when you're ending off your row, it has to be ending on a front post double crochet like I've done here. After that, I'm going to slip stitch my work, but just make sure that you leave alone the chain 2 that we make when we are starting the row, and just go on top of that very first stitch. And remember, the first stitch is a double crochet. So after that, for row 3, chain 2, go into that very first stitch with a double crochet. This is our first stitch, I should say. So after that, you're going to be placing front post double crochets on top of the front post double crochets, and you're going to be placing double crochets on top of the double crochets. So it's really that simple. And if there's anything you do not understand, please leave a comment down below and I'll be so glad to get back to you. So the thing here is that you place your front post. If you're working on a front post, insert a front post double crochet. If you're working on top of a double crochet, just insert a double crochet, a normal double crochet on top of it, to continue out so that our pattern continues to flow. Finish off row 3 the same way you finished off row 2. After that, make a chain of 2 and continue to repeat row 3. It's really that simple. So you continue to repeat row 3 until you come up with the number of rows that you want. I wanted my skirt not to be too long, so I made 42 rows for my size, and this is what I was able to come up with. I hope you like what you have come up with. But if you're more curvy, I suggest that you make it a little longer, because a lot of fabric will be used. I don't know if that makes sense. So this is my skirt, 17 inches wide and around 14 inches long, and that's just enough for me. So the next thing, I'm going to be showing you how to place our lining. The lining is just a single crochet row at the bottom of the skirt. So assume this is your last row of your skirt. You're going to make a chain of 1, and after making a chain of 1, go into that very stitch with a single crochet. Go into the next stitch with a single crochet, pull up a yarn over, pull through 2. So that's how you make your single crochet, and you're going to do this all around the bottom of the skirt to come up with the lining that I showed you earlier. So here we are, you're coming to the end of your lining row. Just go into that very first single crochet that you made with a slip knot. After that, you can make a chain of 1 and cut your yarn. Pull up the loop after and you are done. So the thing that you have to do is we are going to be placing our strap, but first we shall make it, and I'll show you how to place it around the waist. So to make your strap, you're going to grab your yarn. After grabbing your yarn, make a slip knot, and then you're going to make a chain that is long enough to your satisfaction. You could want your chain to be so long or so short. Just make sure that it goes around your waist. That's what really matters. After making your chain, you're going to grab your skirt. Remember, the row where we placed single crochets is going to be the bottom part of the skirt, and this is going to be the upper part of the skirt. So first, identify the part where we were joining our skirt. You would want that to be at the back or in the sides. Place it wherever you want it to be. After that, I'm going to be placing my hook. You can see I'm keeping the front post double crochets in front of the hook, and the double crochets are being kept at the back of the hook. So it's gonna be a little bit, I hope this is not so tricky. Just do that and then make your strap pass through. Just make sure that when you place your strap or your chain, the front posts are kept in the front of the chain, and then the double crochets are kept at the back of the chain. You don't have to pass it through like in one take. You can maybe carry like 2 front posts at a time. Just make sure that you identify your front part. The back part, I decided that I was going to keep the part where we were joining our work together, like the around 2 stitches at the back of the strap, sorry. So just make sure that the front post double crochets are kept in the front of that strap, in the front of the chain. So after that, pull. It's so simple. Even when you wear your skirt, just pull, loosen, then when it's right in the waist, pull and tighten. After that, you can tighten whichever way you want, and after, your skirt will be really so done. So you can see there's no increase, no decrease, just a simple, nice, neat skirt with a great texture. So here we are. Hope you have something like this. And yeah, if you don't mind, the next thing you're going to be doing is I'm going to try and show you how to make sure that the excess yarn is not showing on top. So I hope you have a darning needle, but if you do not have a darning needle, you can be using your hook. I have videos where I have used the hook to make the excess yarn disappear. You can try watching those. So grab your hook, darning needle, insert your yarn, and now you can weave in the ends. After weaving in, I'll be cutting it off. It's just so simple. Just find wherever it can pass and just make it pass there. And after, you can simply cut off your yarn and you will be done. So this is the wrong side of the skirt. You can go on to do the same thing for all the showing yarn, the showing excess yarn, I should say. So after that, I hope you have something like this. Just pull the strings and your skirt will be already tied around your waist. So tie in whichever way you want and your skirt is done. So if you like this, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can also check out other tutorials that I have on there. So thank you for watching and happy crocheting.